Fran DeWeese has lived at Trailer Villa for nearly 25 years. This fifth-wheel travel trailer, her humble home among more than 120 other RVs.
We're at the point now of no return where we're just not getting any relief.
She's among 8 homeowners who have filed a lawsuit against their landlord, Deanza Properties, claiming years of illegal rent increases. The Legal Aid Society of San Mateo County is handling the case pro bono with law firm Cotchett, Pitre, and McCarthy.
Housing is very limited in this area, and I think for the residents of Trailer Villa, living here provides them with a piece of the American dream, being able to own something that's yours.
Well, this could be a big deal. A well-known Bay Area law firm is suing Tesla for misleading the public when it comes to its autopilot and driverless features. The law firm, Cotchett, Pitre, and McCarthy, say since 2016, Tesla has been promising in ads like this one, its cars have the capability to drive themselves.
We all know what Tesla's been doing. They've been running, saying that they've got a car that will drive itself. Their great quote in their advertising material is, quote, I'm going to read this, "The person in the driver's seat is only there for legal reasons. He is not driving anything. The car is driving itself."
The primary job of an assisted care facility is to enhance the lives of senior citizens. And now we have Atria, who has ended 2 lives in a week. So that is about as egregious a track record you can get.
Attorney Neil McCarthy is not involved in either case, but specializes in elder abuse cases. He's calling on the state to intervene.
So what they've done so far is duck responsibility.
5 San Francisco neighbors affected by a deadly home explosion and fire are suing the home's property owners. They say property owners created conditions that led to that fire. The neighbors say the owners knew their tenant had large tanks of chemicals to fuel a hash oil laboratory in the basement, but they did nothing to stop it.
The kind of activity here is egregious. These types of drug labs are incredibly dangerous. The landlords we believe, had a duty to our clients to at least be aware of what was going on and take affirmative steps to stop that from happening.
A California school district is suing some of the biggest players in the social media world for what they say is their role in the mental health crisis affecting young people. Anne-Marie Murphy, what is the case that you are making? And also, again, why not Instagram?
Sure. Well, I'm pretty sure we will be adding parties, including the Facebook entities, in the near term. But the suit is currently against YouTube, TikTok, and Snap, and it's brought by the San Mateo County Board of Education and Superintendent McGee. It's brought as a public nuisance litigation, and there's precedents for that type of litigation in our court when companies have widespread negative practices that are widely impacting communities. Like examples are the opioids litigation and the Juul e-cigarette litigation that's come before.
Mateo County Board of Education and Superintendent have filed a lawsuit against the biggest names in social media.
As an example, would be YouTube and the way that that particular platform interacts with users, including with youth. And studies have shown that YouTube will push out inappropriate and disturbing content to children, even when they clearly do not want to receive that type of content.
82-year-old San Mateo County woman has filed a lawsuit against the private ambulance company AMR. Investigators say a former paramedic sexually assaulted the woman as she was strapped down in the back of the ambulance on the way to the hospital. This was back in December. Miguel Oniveros was arrested and charged in the assault last month. Lawyers for the victim say AMR did not do enough to protect the victim.
She's in the back of an ambulance with a predator, a sexual predator, who I understand weighs over 250 pounds and stands 6 feet tall. There was absolutely nothing she could do during the ambulance ride while she was sexually assaulted.
Attorney Anne-Marie Murphy with Cotchett, Pitre, and McCarthy says Ontiveros turned off the lights in the back against procedure.
If you can just put yourselves in her shoes, she was tied to the gurney, couldn't speak English, and was assaulted by a man who we understand weighs over 250 pounds and stands 6 foot tall.
And in a tragedy like this, you try to determine who could have stopped it.
Neil McCarthy says Greg, Grace, and their twin 7-year-old girls were headed home after dinner with their grandparents. Investigators say 17-year-old Cesar Morales and 23-year-old Kyle Harrison started street racing on a crowded El Camino Real.
The car of the minor was registered to the father. It was souped up for the purpose of drag racing.
The parents of the minor contributed to this accident, to this incident, rather.